in my opinion, just from what I've read here and there, I don't know if they're trying to say that she liked it. I think they're trying to paint the picture that, uh,
She wasn't forced.
yeah, she was a willing participant,
Mm.
whether you like it or not. We do a lot of stuff that we may not want to do, but we still, actively do it. That was my opinion on how I felt like they were trying to paint that picture of her.
And I think the part you're talking about, or that you probably side with, would be the prosecutor's part.
Ooh.
No, because you didn't like the part where you think she's a victim, or you feel like she's a victim. Correct? I want to make sure.
Correct.
All right.
A victim of what?
Of abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse,
Okay.
actually physical abuse.
So that's the thing. This is a federal case.
Correct.
I don't think that they're trying to dismiss or have you think that none of these things happen.
He's not on trial for physical abuse.
And that's the thing. So I don't know why for the past 2 days we have only been hearing about these freak offs.
I think it's
as it pertains to
Right.
her.
I think the prosecution is just doing a slow build, in my opinion. I think it may confuse the jurors, because the jurors are just regular people, like anybody in this room, who are just like you, who are also wondering the same things, like why are they only talking about things that he's not being accused of as far as like a crime or whatever. So I don't know. I'm actually really I really wish this was televised, but it's not possible. Especially after seeing all the Young Thug stuff. But that was a state trial. But
I was about to say, yeah, that's probably not as large as this.
This is federal, right?
Yeah, it's federal. But I just think I think they're building up. Period. Point blank. I think they're building up, but I also think that with so much build up, it's also easier for his defense attorneys to pretty much make their witnesses look bad, to impeach them, to second guess them, to put doubt in the juror's mind. And it also, I don't know how long this trial is going to be, but like if you get 3 weeks of Diddy was an abuser, that's what's going to be on their mind.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that he is guilty of a RICO charge. You see what I'm saying?
No.
So I don't know if that's intentional or whatever, but
isn't it sex trafficking a part of his charge or no?
Yeah.
So I think that's why this is relevant right now, because I guess, and I'm not too sure exactly what the law states, but he can be guilty of sex trafficking if there's just people flying in and doing things for sex. So I think what they're trying to do is show that it was consensual and it was more so of a party rather than an organized sexual experience to be like sex trafficking.
Trying to show that.
The defense.
Right, but it's the prosecution that leads it. They do everything. Well, I'm not saying they do everything, but like you play offense on the prosecution, right? So again, Amanda just said this, like, why are they focusing so much on that? Which is, I think, kind of can be confusing for the jurors, because if you go, like I said, 2 and 3 weeks just talking about how much of an abuser he was, they're gonna say, yeah,
but who
did do these things? She did participate. But does that reach the threshold of saying that he trafficked people? And then you give an example of trafficking and what it looks like and what there have been convictions of. And then you give examples of
what he's been doing,
what he was doing, what the willing participants did. And they're going to say, now, does A look like B? Hell no. But that's what I'm saying. I think it's a slow build, but I just don't understand. They're going really hard on it, I
don't have a case.
Just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who was doing what when it came to the cross, and what side was cross-examining Cassie when those text messages. Yeah, which I'm going to assume that it was a defense when they made each other read out the text messages. verbatim.
It was only Cassie that did.
Yeah.
Oh well,
The prosecutor read out.
somebody read out the side for Diddy.
Right.
Right. So I don't know which side it was, but if it was a defense side, I can understand why they would take that approach to say, hey, listen, a lot of this stuff that you're accusing me for was consensual. And this was actually people who wanted this to happen by their own words, on their own merit, which at least somewhat takes away the credibility of one of the charges. I don't know all of the charges, which would be smart, for a defense attorney to have that approach. I mean, even some of the stuff that Cassie was saying happened with her being urinated on, and then that male escort came and said the opposite, and how she asked for it. And not only did she ask for it, she actually taught him how to do it and told him that he was doing it wrong. So a lot of these things that are being said now, could it have went on for longer than she may have liked personally, and maybe others potentially? That's more so, I guess, where the focal point should be. But if it is the defense attorney or the defense side that is, having this portion of the cross-examination that we're seeing, I think it's a good job on their behalf. I don't know. I think he's a freak. I think he might do some wild things. But right now, there's nothing that leads me to say that, hey, he's innocent. Did he whoop her ass and everything? Yes. Is he guilty of that? Yes. But again, that's not what he's on trial for right now.
I'm actually shocked. They can't get hair dye in there. I'm being serious.
Hair dye for who?
Oh, for Diddy?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to look good. You're supposed to look. You're supposed to look like you're.
Like you've been going through it.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to want to look like $1 million.
Well,
Supposed to look aged and like withered.
Well,
and terrible.
What I'm saying is that he's missing out on a lot of his normal regimen.
The millionaire in prison.
Huh?
The billionaire in prison is missing out on his
normal regimen, whatever it is, injections, Botox, exercise.
He's also got stress in there too.
Yeah, like everything. So I'm just saying, like, I was like, yo, I just need to feel good. Send me a little Beijing,
in prison. I want to feel good in prison.
Right. I just need to feel good. Can y'all just do me this one request?
Are y'all serious? Do you know how into his looks he is?
I don't think you want to look good in prison though.
But I'm saying, okay.
You saw what just happened to Tory.
What?
Tory Lanez was stabbed 14 times and had both of his lungs collapse. He had to be taken out.
I can guarantee you, Tory wish he had some of his hair products too.
No, that's why he got stabbed though, because he had Beijing beard and hair.
That's why?
Well,
it was jealous.
The other gang didn't like it. Was an anti-Beijings versus the regulars.
Anti-Beijings versus the regular Beijing.
If I didn't know he was lying, I would believe that like he's bullshit.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, I don't know. You just see, how sometimes you don't want to look like what you're going through. Granted,
prison.
He's not exercising. He's not getting his fillers. He's not whatever. Everything that he does, this might be one of 27 things that he does as far as like keeping up his look. I'm just saying. I'm like, yo, man, whatever color y'all got, just give me something. Like, even if it's light brown. Like, I'm in here looking like Papa Smurf.
Well, sometimes what you also want to do is look apologetic, especially on the federal level. You want to look like you're going through it. You want to look like, it's taking a toll.
Probably said, don't do nothing to upkeep.
Don't even brush
if
your
you
teeth.
Look,
he has an edge up. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but that you can get in prison.
You can get hair dye in prison.
You don't want to look like prison isn't bothering you because they will keep you there. You don't want to look like you're unapologetic. You don't want to look like you're okay to do without. You want to be as much of a at mercy individual as possible. It's unfortunate, but that's and if you look like you're upkeeping, they're gonna be like, okay, you can be in here longer. Literally. And this is not just an opinion. This is actual advice that was given to me in my federal case.
If that was a case, child, I'd be like, let me keep that suit. Let me walk in here with my jail clothes on.
He did the first time. He was in that
not for the trial.
The beige sweater I think it was.
No, I'm talking about the actual jail clothes. Like,
It was damn near was.
nah, like I don't want no fade, no edge up. I don't want no chapstick.
Oh, no chapstick.
No,
is
those
rough.
that's
I'm like,
there.
no, I'm just saying if that is the advice, then let me look my worst. You know, get those fucking clippers away from me. You know.
Niggas really do be looking rough with no chapstick. I'm not gonna hold you.
And he had on, his lips wasn't crusty, so he didn't have some chapstick. And he had an edge up. I mean, thank God he got a good hairline. Shout out to him. I'm not going, you think he ain't praising his lucky stars? Shit.
He might have already got the implants.
He got a hairline.
No,
He ain't looking like your boy
when he got the
when he got stabbed.
when he got the implants, he might have been all
I think he
right.
got a half moon back here. Like, how you gonna talk shit to some? And you know he got little man syndrome. You know he talks some shit to somebody.
Nah, that's not.
Not when your shit back here.
That's
You
not.
better shut your ass up talking to me.
That's not what
Because
happened.
your hair is already not feeling the bullshit. It's leaving too. You know, so
The rumor was that it was.
I'm joking. I don't know what the fuck he got stabbed for. I really don't give a damn. I'm literally just making jokes. But
Go ahead.
anyway,
I mean, he almost just died. I don't think it's something to joke
a
about.
lot of people just die all the time.
Niggas die every day, B.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
I done passed out before because my sugar is low and I could have died.
Good luck.
Now what?
Good luck.
I don't even know.
I don't know. I'm just saying that. But really, I'm just saying, like, there's only so much shit you could talk when your hairline is back here. That's all I'm saying. Am I wrong?
What was the
Yeah.
rumor?
Right.
Stephen A. go every day.
What was the rumor?
100
No,
million.
this is like right here.
No,
Your boy Daystar is like, that nigga,
they at the
that
same.
nigga salute like this. Aye, aye.
So I had a question for you guys. Did anybody else on this couch see Sinners?
Yes, we did, but I was waiting to hear the rumor.
About the Beijing versus the anti-Beijings? Or?
No, you just said there was a rumor. There was a
Oh,
rumor.
why he got stabbed?
Oh, they were saying because he had made a comment about somebody else, one of the other inmates' wife, and on one of the tiers, and it got
hope
back
not.
to the other guy, and the other guy stabbed him up.
I hope that's not what he did.
I don't know. Not in jail.
Do you know?
It's just a
you-
rumor.
There was a phone call that was that did come out, and they were saying that he was doing his own thing. He was minding his business. He was going to the gym. He was staying out the way, and he had no problems with anybody. And this one time, he was just by himself, and they said that he got stabbed, and there was really no reason why he got stabbed by that person. They don't know if it came in from the outside going in, but there wasn't no issue with that person at all.